another video, you know what I'm saying? And today in this video, we're going to be installing RGB RAM to my computer, you know what I'm saying? So here we go. I don't know from the last few videos, this is the same computer that I had, but all I'm really changing is the RAM to RGB RAM, because, you know, it's just basic RAM. And I thought in the purchase set, it said RGB RAM for the computer, but instead it was just plain RAM. So I'm gonna just change that up. And yeah, I have two Vengeance Pros, and these are RGB Pros by Corsair, as you can see, and we'll be placing those inside there. So I already have the cords unplugged. All I gotta do is just flip it over, open the case glass, and just, you know, slide the RAM, take the old RAM out, slide the new RAM in. Yeah. So I have this flipped over. All I really need to do is just take the glass off. Easy. I actually cleaned the glass back to front anyway, so yeah, that's why I just took the whole thing off. RAM out. It's one pin open, and the other one is going to be kind of difficult. I might have to put the camera down for that one. So we had to like uninstall the graphic card, because it's pretty hard to get between that space between there and there. So now I could just kind of, let's see if I could kind of, you know, wait, why is it like that? I wonder if I did it right. I'm not sure. I think I have a single latch. I think I have a single latch, and I'm gonna just kind of pull this out. One out, I'm gonna have to take the other one out. I have like two of these Johns out. As you can see, the slot is empty. Just place the camera back up. I got light, so I'm gonna make sure everything is correct down here. Okay. I feel like this is a little bit more forward. What do you guys think? Nope, it's aligned correctly. All right, just double check it, you know. Okay, you just gotta snap that in. Here we go. That's it. Wait, snap it in right here. Double check it, make sure they're both fit, and boom, that's it. Like, that's really it. RGB RAM. Now I gotta install my GPU back into the motherboard. And other than that, yeah, I've officially installed everything, you know what I mean? Yeah, everything is pretty much installed. The RGB RAM, the GPU is back in, and all I really need to do is just, well, I could just rip this plastic. I could rip this plastic off right here. If you don't know, this is the thermal right screen. I could pretty much rip this off, because I probably won't be coming back into this case in a while. So yeah, it's nice to rip that plastic off. Look at that cooler. It's pretty tough. Look at the fans. Yeah, but let's just kind of flip this over, test this out, and see what's up. But before I do that, I'm actually going to clean the case glass. And yeah, you guys can see I successfully cleaned the glass. Got everything on. Look at that RBG. Oh my goodness, RGB RAM right there in the back. And just everything in general. Look at that. Awesome. Now all I gotta do is just get everything plugged in and see what's gonna happen. All right, guys, so we pretty much just finished everything, you know, plugged everything right in, and let's just pretty much just look through here, see everything that's all right. Okay, everything's good, and you can see the RAM right there. It's time to boot up this thing. I'm gonna turn off the lights, give it a little bit more, you know, I don't know how to say it, but yeah. So let's actually click the switch. Let's not knock anything over. Don't want to knock anything over. Got the screen loading right there. Let's turn it on. Wow, look at that. I wasn't expecting it to work. I thought something would just, you know, mess up and just, I don't know, but that's crazy. So I'm actually just gonna boot up BIOS real quick. The reason why I'm doing this, I'm just spamming delete key to boot up BIOS. The reason why I'm doing this is basically because, hold on, let's restart that. The reason why I'm doing this is basically because I need to up the RAM speed so it isn't running at minimum speed, and to set it that it's running at its maximum speed. So let's just set this up. Got BIOS right here. So I'm going to download this. Download it. It's open. Here we go. Turn up the volume a little bit. English. Let that load. And basically what this software does, pretty much just lets you handle your RAM RGB lights, or just RGB lights in general, you know. But I'm just pretty much using it for the RAM. So just let that load. Okay, so I basically set it to default. But yeah, this might actually be the end of the video, you know. Pretty much finished everything. Everything's good, everything's fine. Lights working in the front. I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, well, yeah. Oh yeah, and I did forget to mention one thing. The speed of this RAM is slightly, or actually, leap from my other RAM that I uninstalled earlier. This has more megahertz, and so that this have more megahertz, that means I'll have a better time, a better chance of playing games with, you know, a higher speed, and have an easier time actually playing games, which I already did, but this is a, you know, a nice little upgrade. But other than that, yeah. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe. Check out my bio for the rest of my channels and my social media platforms. Feel free to leave a comment, and yeah, peace.